Hey yo, Crazy Mike world. How's everybody doing? I'm exhausted. I missed you. And yeah, what do y'all want to talk about, yo? What do y'all want to watch? You want to start with the Andrew Tate situation? Is that what the video should be about? I just some people go to X, which we could do that. But really, if I want to investigate, so to speak, a topic, I F with TikTokle. The TikTokler, we know that. Those who know me know me from here anyway. We scroll the tickler. Let's see. Oh, look. Let's see PBD. PBD was acting like the homie. The Tate brothers lawyers claim. Oh, what I was saying is we'll check Twitter like adults, though. The Tate brothers lawyer claims Andrew and Tristan are being used as political pawns in a larger fight involving DeSantis, Rubio, and Trump. Let's see what this fool says. It's just a minute long.
Standing for what I've been told, my understanding for what I've been told, that this is a DeSantis ploy, that Andrew and Tristan are being used to put Rubio and Trump in a very difficult situation. A very difficult situation. On one hand, if you extradite the brothers and if you let them go, you're going to lose a substantial part of your Gen Z base, the manosphere. It's going to be like when you watch Braveheart and he was betrayed at the Battle of Sterling and he had that horrific look on his face. I've been fighting these battles. I've been going to war for you, and you betray me at the most horrible time. Okay? On the other hand, right, we just have a process that needs to play out. And Rubio and Trump have been put in a difficult position, from what I've been told, specifically by the DeSantis, Uthmeier sort of group of people that are down here, because they hate each other. And they put Trump and they put Rubio in this difficult position because they don't like them, and they're trying to muddy up the approval ratings that you were just talking about, the midterms that are coming out, in the forthcoming 2028 election. Andrew and Tristan are pawns in a much higher political game right now. And I think as the process plays out, the world's going to be able to see the truth behind what I'm saying.
But if you haven't yet purchased your tickets, go to Vault.
Yeah, man, Andrew's in a sticky situation, dude. You know, it sounds like they dug up some skeletons in his closet, and there's a lot of possibilities. They very well could be using him like that. If you ask Sneako, who used to look up to Andrew, and they fell out. If you're familiar with Sneaky Sneaker, the sneaky, stinky sneaker, he's clowning Tate, laughing about him, because they're beefing. He's not sympathetic or showing any empathy for Andrew, because Andrew said crazy things during their falling out. Andrew and Sneako. This guy has a good video. Was Jew Almighty. That's JU for the spies. For the IDF. Don't trip. That's literally his name. Yeah, you see, Sneako destroys Tate. He just laughing about it.
Top going, Andrew Tate. Andrew and Tristan Tate were arrested in Miami. Looking back now, top going, Andrew Tate. Did folding and apologizing to the work, you stupid idiot? Well done, you stupid idiot.
He sounds so salty, bro. But what can I say, bro? Two things could be true, bro. It might be convenient. It sounds like that's gonna be Andrew's defense, or at least what he's crying about, like it's a political thing. But they've been on his ass. Like when he was relevant, that was more believable, and it's still believable, although he doesn't have, I wouldn't say Andrew has the pull like he had in 2022 when he was peaking, you know. Sneako though, you stupid idiot, stupid idiot. He makes valid points, yo. Let's see a little bit of Sneak's take.
You're arrested. They're going to extradite you to the UK, apparently. You have all these charges pending, and they added new charges with child rape and all this.
You see what his lawyer said, though? Just remember what his lawyer just said. He's a political pawn. They're using him. And now watch what Sneako says. He's going to mock that defense.
Did it really make sense to destroy your reputation by throwing me under the bus and folding, apologizing to the Jews, going on a podcast tour with Mark Shapiro?
Damn, bro. I'm not trying to get pulled into that political realm, you know. And by I mean my channel, you know. So, what is that they say at the beginning of like documentaries? Like, the views and opinions of the person are not mine. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll give you mine another time.
Aaron Steinberg Steiny, Bradley Martin, and the other guy, forgot his Jack Neal, and saying that it was me, folding. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Well, now you're in jail. Now you're arrested. Well done. So you destroyed your reputation. You have nothing left. People are going to humiliate you further. And also, it's just the fact that if you betray a law will humiliate you.
So now you're...
Oh, brother. See, he took it to a whole nother dimension. Sneako's on that Allah, you know, religious tip. Also another video for me.
Me Too feminist culture. The fall off is crazy.
See, it's not Me Too feminist culture. It's the fact that they're actually...
That voice was somebody commenting and paying to comment on Sneak's video. This young man right here is Sneako, for those that don't know.
And I looked through... Well, apparently, according to them, I don't know. Allegedly, they're guilty. Allegedly. At the time, I did believe it. I believe that they were innocent, but you look into it more, and you look into what the Loverboy method is, and you look into what that is. They literally said that they were recruiting women to them out. They had a course talking about...
I don't know what you heard about me.
You could become a... Word for word. They just spell out exactly what the Loverboy method is. They say...
But, you can't get $1 out of me.
This is how you do it. If you want a girl to fall in love with you so that you could traffic her, buy my course and I'll teach.
Yeah, Andrew didn't say traffic, but he did spill all of his very own beans. Like when he was... But you got to put yourself in people's shoes. He didn't know making that kind of... You know, in the beginning, he didn't know he was going to explode onto the scene. So he was on the web talking, you know, like nobody's watching. Like he said that himself before, and it makes sense. Like imagine I blow up, right? Go viral, make the biggest wave known to man, and then they pull up something from one of my lame videos before this one. You know what I mean? When I was like, hence why I saved those topics that were mentioned already for another video. But I'm sorry, yeah. I'll try to let him finish. What? F with me.
So first you make her fall in love with you. You have sex with her. Then you program her. Then you take her passport. Then she's in love with you. Then you put her on OnlyFans. It's like that's what the Loverboy method is, word for word. That's what it is, allegedly. I don't know what I'm talking about. Allegedly. To a T, that's exactly what it is, and they just did it online. And they did it in Europe with white women. Look at that too. You know what's so funny is that the Tate started grifting the white supremacists, like the white incels, the skin worshippers. They literally got rich out European white women because they were better for money. Like they made more money. Do you think that they were out Asian girls and black girls? No, they moved to Romania because the crimes, they thought they were going to get away with it. They said, Romania's the third world country.
Nah, but y'all gotta see. Let's piggyback on this fool. Where'd he go? This was a good one.
Sneako and Andrew Tate are the definition of someone's idol becoming their rival.
Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
The Matrix attacked me. I'm influential. Nobody knows who you are. You have no more influence. You fell off completely.
But for the last few years, they've had on and off beef.
You cannot be a passive-aggressive little girl. I understand you're young, but if you talk that way to people, you're going to be responded to a certain way. You're very, like, smarmy.
Like, why is Andrew trying to be a white supremacist now when he's black? Andrew Tate would be deported from Romania.
But with Andrew Tate being arrested and facing decades in prison, it seems like Sneako, who once defended Andrew Tate, is now celebrating and doing victory laps about his arrest.
You look like you traffic women. You look like, what is it, child charges now? Yeah, I believe them because of this horrible fit.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
I'm right here in Miami. I'm right here in Miami. Come get me, arrest me, perp walk me, put me on the news. Tell everyone I'm a human trafficker. You think I'm not versed? You think I'm not ready? I'm a Navy SEAL in this shit. Come get me, raid my house, take my stuff. You think I sleep with a full phone full of evidence? You think I don't wipe my phone every night? You think I'm dumb? Come get me, arrest me.
Breaking.
That's the thing, man. Andrew is not a dumb person, bro. You got to give him that. Is how he used to move, according to his old videos, is that like morally correct? Not really, bro. It sounds mad crazy. No pun intended. But and now I don't know, as smart as he is, he's just in a sticky situation, dog. I would never talk to the people that are on his ass. I wouldn't be making videos still calling them out, or like basically, what's the word? Asking for it. I don't know what that clip with Candace was, but this guy Jew Almighty right here with the hat, he's gonna get into it. He says he knew all along that Andrew's a dirtbag and all that, but I'm not gonna lie, Andrew was a influential cat, bro. He's smart. I shared a lot of his opinions when he did talk about the government, you know, when we made our way through COVID and all that. And he has good takes on stuff. Now, back about his skeletons in his closet, man. Scary stuff, because he's not wrong about that either. He might have been wrong and done wrong, you know, but
Andrew and Tristan Tate have been arrested in Miami.
And I really don't want to make light of it because this is really dark, heinous stuff. Andrew Tate was found with 19 child abuse images and extreme porn, in addition to facing multiple allegations after his arrest. The self-proclaimed alpha male and his brother Tristan Tate could face 20 to 25 years in prison if they are extradited to the UK, which it looks like they will be, because the Trump administration is not going to step in.
These are the 10 total charges that are linked to Andrew Tate, right, with 3 alleged victims on multiple occasions: assault, occasional actual bodily harm, human trafficking for exploitation. Remember, they used to brag about.
Yeah, now these charges are crazy, brother, heavy. And, you know, if he did, dang, bro, I don't know. That's just why. Damn, bro. The shit is ugly. Does not look good, bro, on paper, you know what I'm saying? I've had some charges where they charged me with stuff before, and on paper it looks crazy, but that's like calling this that. He probably words.
Having cam girls and stuff like that, controlling prostitution for gain, so that kind of fits there, right? These involve allegations of non-consensual acts, coercion, violence, and exploiting women in contexts like relationship or his webcam business, right? Tristan Tate has 11 charges, linked to him, right, with 1 alleged victim. Multiple.
Exploiting is what majority of people in relationships do to one another. these days and for a long time. Just for the record, like, girls exploit men. They want, there's a bit of exploitation going on. They want money, status, and men want that ass.
Assault, occasionally causing bodily harm, human trafficking. So again, allegedly, all of these offenses occurred in the UK.
But of course, a bunch of people like Myron and Nick Fuentes came out defending Andrew Tate and the charges that he's facing.
Because, let's be fair here, the whole reason why they didn't even go to the UK in the first place is because they wouldn't tell them who the victims are. They wouldn't tell them like what he's actually like being charged with and what the evidence is against him.
With Andrew Tate's fan base and him being as vocal as he is, why would that country name the victim that the charges are about so that him and his weird fan base can go harass them into oblivion? That makes no sense.
Pushing to have them banned everywhere, right? Once they started saying, what color is your Bugatti in the schools, and the teenagers were starting to get influenced by him or whatever. The UK like did a huge crackdown to try to limit his influence, man. And they did it by banning him on TikTok, banning him on YouTube. They did a huge ban everywhere. And
because the red pill is toxic as hell.
Damn, bro. I keep pressing that stupid ass full screen.
Brought a lot of attention to the
okay.
issues all across the UK, and they don't like that shit, dude. They don't like that shit because they know that people are pissed off. They know that
the UK is cray-cray, bro. I fear it might be like the prototype for what they want to do here. Like, they implement stuff there first, maybe, and like to see to compare it to what might go down here. Who knows? But UK going through it, bro. That place is, USA is a mess. America is a mess. But that place is, from where I'm standing behind the screens, and from what I'm hearing, UK sounds like it's in shambles. Messy. Leonardo.
Immigration problem. They know that there's a crime problem. They know that there's a life crime problem. And I'll tell you guys this, as someone that went to the UK multiple times, I can even tell you guys the UK is a fuck. And as an American, every time I go there, my head is on a swivel and I'm nervous as even when I'm in nice neighborhoods in the UK. So it's not even like, oh.
He said it's a poo hole.
Just exaggerating. That's not true. No, the UK blows. It's this bullshit. It's a political head job. Obviously, they're butthurt because he's been criticizing the country, at a large scale. The British people are not happy.
He'll say all of this, but won't say anything directly about the charges. And funny enough, Sneako was celebrating Andrew Tate being arrested and gave his take.
Yeah, he could have listed the charges, Mr. Almighty, but again, there is, what's the word, man? Damn it. He makes sense, bro. You gotta forgive me. I'm tired, bro. I'm like, he makes sense because the charges are irrelevant if they're charging him with them because for political reasons, like if Andrew wasn't who he became, all that stuff is probably not what it says on paper.
The whole situation, which isn't too surprising if you've been following the little beefs they've been having over the years.
I know everyone's giving him a hard time right now, but I'm not here to end Sneako's career. I could. I'm that guy.
You folded under the pressure from the Epstein regime. Now you're regretting it because the world is seeing that we are brought into a war for the same people that hated the song. The timing was not on your side. You probably shouldn't have folded. You probably regret that.
Second thing, you questioned my faith and called me a Jew. So you were responded to in kind. You cannot be a passive-aggressive little girl. I understand you're young. But if you talk that way to people, you're going to be responded to a certain way. You're very, smarmy, snarky. No hard feelings, but you deserved it, right? If you said it in person, I would have knocked your ass out, and I would have helped you get up afterwards and said, sorry, sir, I had to.
See, that right there is Sneako's butthurt about that. Like, you deserved something. So that's basically what Sneako is saying now. Oh, you deserve it. But does he, though? I don't know. he did used to say some crazy things. This almighty guy right here is about to play it. Blast from the past in your ass. And you about to see it is crazy.
Sometimes things just have to happen.
Like, why is Andrew trying to be a white supremacist now when he's black? Andrew Tate would be deported from Romania following white supremacist logic, but he's like...
First of all, white supremacy is like not that real. Maybe was, but it's significantly not as real as it used to be, and if it is at all. You know, I don't want to hurt anyone's booty, but also like this white supremacist thing is kind of Sneako's blowing it out of proportion, if you ask me. Like, Andrew's not super white supremacy. He just Andrew, dog.
I'm on your side. No, you're not. Bro, what is he talking about?
Which, again, is a big turnaround for a guy that mimicked his whole personality at one point. Wore his glasses, talked like him, said like him, did the little dumb hand thing like him.
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
That's actually facts. I do remember when Sneako became a mini Andrew Tate. I believe flew out to Romania, defended them with his full entire chest against their initial charges. Was almost in tears when Tristan Tate called him and said he was the next wave of the red pill and they were passing the torch to him.
So, Sneako, young man, if I disappear, I'm passing the torch to you. Keep spreading the message. While it's still relevant to talk about Andrew Tate, I appreciate you showing this final video to your followers and fans. You know, God bless you. And as long as I'm allowed to, I'll be jumping on your stream soon.
And I think the ultimate fallout was the Hell Hitler song in Miami.
People laughing and celebrating Heil Hitler and Adolf Hitler.
Sneako and Andrew Tate are panicking.
Come through, we're with Sneako, is that okay? And he came along and he made a mess. And I could sit here and blame it all on him. But even though he put the song on, I just don't think...
I didn't. He's lying right now. I don't know where he got that, but what I think he's doing, I think Tate is strategically... I think he got scared.
And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird.
I definitely remember him wearing these shades, kind of like sitting like Andrew Tate, talking like Andrew Tate. That's facts. That actually did happen.
They managed to convince me to...
Want a cookie, mini-me?
Him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was 14, I thought I was gay. I watched it.
Nigga, you gay. And when I realized...
Yo, I saw that. That's the first time I ever saw Sneako say that. I don't know if that video is taken out of context. I might have to see the full version of that. He might have been like mocking somebody. I hope for his sake.
On to me.
Anytime I see a Boondocks clip, I laugh. I'm sorry. Boondocks is God tier. We know that.
I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this gossip girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is. So I thought, let me just cut him off. He's obsessed with me. He's a bit weird. I don't want to ruin the guy's career. Let me just go his own separate way. Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
I'm obsessed with you. You're begging me to fight. Every professional boxer who's going to see this clip knows that is beyond pathetic to ask somebody.
He probably wants to beat your punk ass. That doesn't mean he's obsessed with you, bro. He probably just wants to kick your ass. Sneak.
One, without any boxing experience at all, I've never had a fight. I'm not a gossip girl, but I think my gaydar goes off for him. I don't have anything to hide. You think I care about this guy? The goy who has tech teams in Israel? Then you're saying I'm obsessed. You are begging me to fight you for $1 million.
And now he's just celebrating. He's like, yep, they did it.
Wallahi, I prayed for this. Wallahi, I just came back from Umrah.
Yeah, I'm not a street guy. You know, I mean, I wouldn't claim to be the biggest gangster on earth, on the internet anyway. But that's crazy work. Like, you prayed for this. You prayed for this man to get like all the way jammed up. I was saying, like, in the streets, they always love to say that. Even people not in the streets be like, I wouldn't wish jail on anybody, even though it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not like death. They say, oh, the saying is, I wouldn't wish jail on my worst enemy, you know, stuff like that.
I'm gonna do my intro a little longer. I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm too happy. A lot of news to cover, but they're supposed to make prayer for a lot of things. I pray for, you know, you guys know I pray for the Ummah, I pray for the martyrs, I pray for the people of Gaza, but for the personal things, I made specific dua that the enemies of Allah will be humiliated. And as soon as I touch down, he's wearing like this Waluigi fit and gets up.
Dua Lipa?
It's out of here, yo. Hey, Top Goy.
Praying that your online op gets arrested is a different level of petty.
You apologized for no reason. Sneako did it. I'm sorry for the song. Turns out you don't need a full. They're still gonna lock you up if you committed crimes. The Matrix attacked me. I'm influential. Nobody knows who you are. You have no more influence. You fell off completely.
See, there he goes. Like, he's definitely not as hot as he was. Not as viral as his peak. Like, that's how it goes. But he's attacking Andrew's defense. This is an earlier video Sneako's making here, and we just saw at the beginning what his lawyer's claiming. It seems like, regardless of what Nico's saying here, his lawyer's actually running with that kind of. I don't know, man. If they want you, they want you. It's like George Carlin said, like, this government gets what it wants, bruh. And if they want your ass, you remember what ODB said.
Locking you up because you're influential to the youth. They're locking you up because you're guilty. Have fun in prison.
He didn't mince words, so I mean, credit for that. It is just a crazy turnaround from where he was defending them, attacking anybody that thought they were guilty, to now just outright saying they're guilty, they did it. It's not the Matrix. The Matrix is not attacking them. They are being arrested for their crimes, which again was what I was saying against Myron. He didn't address the crimes at all. He just blamed it on the Matrix. And Andrew Tate being too influential and critical of the UK. And even though I knew they didn't like each other, especially how Andrew Tate threw him under the bus with the whole Hell Hitler song, I still did not expect him to just outright go this hard against Andrew Tate.
Why is this open up all the way? Why are you opening? You look guilty. You look like a pimp.
He is 100% wearing a female blouse.
You look like you traffic women. You look like, what is it, child charges now? Yeah, I believe them because of this horrible fit. So if you already have.
It's just a purple shirt, bro. It could be a button or two more, but hey, that's his. Yeah, I wouldn't rock that. He probably didn't think he didn't see this one coming. Think that would be the big finale uniform until hopefully next time. I don't know, man. If he did wrong by vulnerable young underage girls, you know, then I guess, you know, the universe will speak, and you gotta pay somehow. But I just hope it's not wrongly convicted or even accused. Tate makes valid points. He's always like, he makes valid points, or he has. You know, it's like natural. Like, even you, for example, you're in the hood, you make some money, meet two girls. They lie on you for whatever motive and reason. If you imagine blowing up to the most Googled person, bro. Like, you don't think there's going to be those kind of girls? You're like, oh, that guy? Dang, he's the most famous person now? Well, one time he did this. I'm going to go try to get a $1 type
cases, if you have charges pending, dress properly because you never know when it's going to happen. You have just convinced about 50% of the people who believe you are innocent that you're now guilty because of this atrocity.
I guess maybe to his credit, if we're giving Sneako any credit, he did address his turnaround of how he defended them, how hard he went for the Tates at one point, to now switching up to them being guilty.
I don't know. Allegedly, they're guilty. Allegedly. At the time, I did believe it. I believe that they were innocent, but you look into it more, and you look into what the lover boy method is, and you look into what that is. They literally said that they were recruiting women to pimp them out. They had a course talking about how you could become a pimp.
This is why Sneako is so disingenuous. They built their reputation online very early on, Andrew Tate, talking about the cam girl business, how they pimp the girls out, the lover boy method, everything.
First became a multimillionaire by running a...
Right. This is the beginning of Tate, I guess. Then it was all cool when Sneako was his mini-me, right? So this almighty Jew guy, that's a crazy name, brother, is, yeah, probably using that word properly, disingenuous, because now you're all super, it's not cool. And back then, Sneako wasn't on this whole Allah Akbar thing either. It is what it is. You wasn't, dog.
How long ago was your webcam business?
Yeah, so I stopped having any involvement with it. I think 8 to 9 years ago I stopped.
When Corona came, I scaled it back up, right? So I got 20 more girls online. We scaled that back up to $300,000 or $400,000 a month. So I got back into the game hard. But now we're coming towards the end of Corona. I'm gonna keep like 5 or 6 of my main girls.
I mean, what did I do? I helped some people organize some accounts on an internet website. That's what I did.
I created a system that allowed me to convince girls to do this, allowed me to retain 100% control of their income. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away.
Juju Chop, I don't know if he did this, but this Jew almighty guy, bro, can we change your name? Sounds crazy. People gonna skip to the middle of my video and say, what did you say? But yeah, I don't know who edited this compilation, put this together, but makes him look crazy.
Women with the tax side.
Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax, but you need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax.
Contradiction.
Is that my crime? Maybe I did love them.
And Sneako was fully aware of that before he started worshiping, mimicking, and becoming a mini Andrew Tate. So what he's saying right now is disingenuous. Like, oh, if you look into it, they actually talked about what they're being charged for. Duh, we all knew that. We always knew that. The red pill doofuses that worship them are the only ones that acted like that wasn't bad or connected to the things they've been charged to. Until now, at least on Sneako's part.
Word for word, they just spell out exactly what the lover boy method is. They say,
that boy said worship and all kind of stuff. It ain't no worship. It's just an objective. I was an objective observer. Andrew made his way onto everybody's timeline. So just because you're not totally against him doesn't mean you're totally for him, you know. You just sit back watching the game. I'm in the bleachers.
this is how you do it. If you want a girl to fall in love with you so that you could traffic her, buy my course and I'll teach you how. So first you make her fall in love with you. You have sex with her. Then you program her. Then you take her passport. Then she's in love with you. Then you put her on OnlyFans. It's like that's what the lover boy method is, word for word. That's what pimping is, allegedly. I don't know what I'm talking about, allegedly.
But he defended them with his full chest, even though all this information about them was already out there.
To a T, that's exactly what pimping is, and they just did it online. And they did it in Europe with white women. Look at that too.
Underage white women. Which again, is still so funny that Andrew Tate built his whole career of helping men. I'm gonna get you out of the matrix. I'm gonna save you. Don't let women take advantage of you. This is the type of man you need to be. When in fact, he got rich by taking advantage of desperate, lonely men using the same women that they try to criticize. It was...
Yeah, people called him out kind of about this before, but hey man, the view from the bottom has got to be different than the view from the top. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying, the same way Jay-Z, for random example, used to sell dope. Boy came up like no other. You think he's selling dope? Or ever did? But he said he did, so if it's true, yeah, that's an example. Blah.
Always hypocritical and contradictory, but the red pill completely bought it up and supported him, even though all of this was out there in broad daylight.
You know what's so funny is that the Tate started grifting the white supremacists, like the white incels, the skin worshippers. They literally got rich pimping out European white women because they were better for money. Like they made more money.
I'm sorry to keep doing that. This is an amateur channel, bruh. Speaking of skin worshippers, Sneako's running with that, but that boy is super light skinned, and he's Sneak got Haitian in him, which doesn't necessarily mean synonymous with black, but I think he's a quarter black or something like that, whatever that means. And I'm darker than his ass, boy, looking.
Pimping out Asian girls and black girls. No, they moved to Romania because the crimes, they thought that we're going to get away with it. They said, Romania's the third world country. I could be a mob boss. I'm a mafia. I could bribe the police. I'm like the cartel of Romania. That's why they moved there.
That's the craziest thing about Andrew Tate, too. He actually said all of this stuff. He said he can do whatever he wants in Romania. They won't charge him with anything. The police rock with him. And then all of this happens.
2, for the women. Because they know white women are the best clientele. So or they make the best prostitutes.
Don't talk too crazy on the internet. Leave that to me. You gotta tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? I could say all kinds of crazy stuff, but the internet is a crazy place. You know what I'm saying? You get clipped. No pun intended. I mean, you become somebody too many others don't like, or even just one person don't like, which is naturally inevitable, damn near. Charlie Kirk, bruh, for example. Modern day JFK style Charlie, bruh. Love him or hate him, don't really matter. Again, same with Charlie and Tate. Like, I'm kind of indifferent. I don't know these people, you feel me? Just an observer. But you could imagine.
Even weirder when you look at their ages. Like, he said that the woman that he was dealing with, his bottom girl that trained everybody else, was 15 years old when they met, and he flew her to his country.
Yeah. What? This is just craziness, dog.
They have been together for 6 years, making her 21 at the time that he said everything.
Vivian's younger. So yeah, that's how it started. I met Vivian in Slovakia. We had a long-term relationship thing. I was living in England. I moved her to England to be with me to start doing my webcam company. When I bring on new girls, I usually pair them with Vivian because Vivian's younger. Vivian's like 21. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So Vivian was his Ghislaine Maxwell type. That's what it sounds like.
Always dealt with young girls, and he always had these slip-ups about having sex with young girls.
So these are two black men move to Eastern Europe, predominantly white country, to pimp out white women, destroying the birth rate, and then now the skin worshippers are like, yeah, he's one of me. Yeah. You fall for anything. Like, you guys will.
No, Sneako, you fall for anything. He was the one that fell for this. He was on the red pill wave. The red pill dweebs fell for this. We, the general public, did not fall for this. We knew exactly who and what Andrew Tate was from jump.
All you have to say is a couple things about deporting, and then immediately you could just retweet Tommy Robinson, you're good. Not only that, it's you're saying Me Too feminist movement. The Me Too movement, what was that, 2016? A lot of that was completely blown out of.
It's because Elon Musk supposedly said as well as Alex Jones supposedly said something like deport Sneako. So he's salty about that. If you're wondering why he threw that deport thing in there, y'all know that.
The reason that a lot of people, and even me at the time, thought that this was a Matrix attack was because of that. Like, people get false allegations all the time. It's not like somebody was just trying to extort them because they were famous. A lot of these charges, they got far before they had any sort of fame. Tate was on this show called, this reality show anybody can remember.
Big Brother.
Did you genuinely think he was innocent a couple years back?
Know about a child cases now.
I did actually think he was innocent. Yeah, I did. I did believe it back then. I did believe in that whole thing. I thought that they were getting unfairly treated and that it was highlighted to destroy their influence. I did. And then you look into it more.
So, this just occurred to me. Why did you think that, Sneako? So you thought differently, right? You could probably say you were younger, more influential, more vulnerable. Now, why can't you say the same for Andrew? Whether he did it or not is another story, but he was younger. You know what I'm saying? Trying on the come up, obviously had to take a different route. Not being Siamese twins, you two, like all of us aren't connected at the hip. We got to find our own ways. And I am not defending abusing women, exploiting women, especially underage women, by any means. You feel me? But yeah, you're just salty a little bit. But I don't hold you for it. Y'all fell in and then fell out.
Thing he keeps saying, and then you look into it more. Why didn't you look into it more before you got on these streams, before you got on podcasts?
And this is the danger of the internet, bro. Like you're subjecting yourself to people's opinions, both could be genius level and absolute on the spectrum people from all walks of life, educated, uneducated, whether that's good or bad, and you're simultaneously growing and learning together. You feel me? So I got to keep that at the forefront of my cortex when I start going harder, like I'm procrastinating and not doing as when I go full blast on this internet crap that I'm doing right now. I gotta be. It's like life on Wi-Fi, like life on crack, because in the same way as life without being an internet personality or whatever you call it, content creator, influencer, whatever the hell you want to call it, you gotta P's and Q's, boy, because people chop you up, clip you. Like I said, everybody got 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell him, keep the change.
The Tates and being a mini Andrew Tate. Nothing stopped him from Googling the cases, the facts, all the weird things that Andrew Tate said beforehand. But he didn't.
But he was kicked off of the show called Big Brother.
He was cool with
allegedly, because he had a charge. He had a grape charge. This is far before anybody knew who he was. Most of these charges are coming in from, like, they say, these are all 15 years old. So if they were doing it for the influence, then how did they have all of these cases? How did they have all of these charges from way before they had any sort of influence at all? It's not like they racked it up after they were famous to try to get them. This was during the time where they self-admittedly moved to Romania to be pimps, trying to make girls fall in love with them so that they could traffic them.
Correct.
Word for word, allegedly. Trafficking is selling. So they were selling women online.
So Andrew works for with Mossad, the IDF, right? With Israel. Sounds like Sneako's with the UK. Sneako, take the stand. Representing this, not the state, but what do they call it over there? The kingdom.
They were literally saying they were pimps. Pimping is illegal.
Sneako over here straight. Objection, Your Honor.
It says it was online, it was with cam girling, and traditionally it's on the street.
The Sneako switch-ups have to be studied one day, and how he does it with full conviction, because he goes from what he said right there about the case, about the charges, to just outright cloud at the Tates.
Jim, in the war room, I had so much Johnny Walker. Can you pick me up? Pick me up. I want to escape the Matrix. Back during the club lacrosse.
Sneako be funny sometimes, but I'm sorry if you're not crazy and you can't take this pausing stuff. I forgive you, or forgive me. But yeah, man, you see how there's some salt. You taste the salt in some of what Sneako says. No Diddy, But at the same time, he made good points. It's the same for all of us. You know what I mean?
This guy tweeted, if I was Cobra Tate, not only would I rat on Sneako, I'd personally deliver him to the Israeli embassy in Miami or Netanyahu's son's house. Apparently he found this very funny. So Andrew Tate finds it funny to rat and then hand deliver me to the Israeli embassy and Netanyahu's son. I find it funny when he gets locked up after saying the Matrix attacked him. I find that funny. You think it's funny to go rat on somebody and then sell them out to the Jews? I think it's funny when you get locked up for charges that, because there's like, isn't it there allegedly a separate case? Romania, it's just human trafficking, but the UK, it's child abuse and human trafficking.
Yeah, it's like 60 super nasty charges.
And he thought that he was going to be fine in the US because he glazed Trump and he ended up getting arrested looking like a BBL demon. I think that's funny because he thinks that Netanyahu arresting me for a song is funny. So there you go.
Looking like a BBL demon is crazy.
Anyone saying, oh, just let it go, that's not how it works.
Andrew Tate did talk a lot of shit about Sneako. Did he call him smarmy? So Sneako's getting his get back. You can't be too mad at him for that. And make no mistake, the Tates are looking at real-time, real-life consequences.
The final question, if they were convicted on all counts of all these charges, what kind of sentence could they be looking at?
The rest of their lives in prison. That's just in the UK. There's also charges back in Romania, and there's an investigation still underway in the United States. So I do not think that the Tate brothers will be able to go back to the life they're used to. I think that their academy, their school, which gives out PhDs for young men to try to be misogynists like them, the PhD stands for pimp and hose degrees. I mean, that tells you who these people are. So I think they're facing the rest of their lives in a prison cell.
I know they've been beefing for years, but to see Sneako completely turn around and now say he's guilty of the charges that Sneako defended him from before is a wild turn of events. But shout out to my
thank you. Back to me in the studio. Appreciate my co-host here this evening, Mr. Almighty himself. If y'all want to follow him or whatever, yeah, that's his name right there. Yeah, good job. And I'll end it with, I forgot. I'm so tired, you guys. I just got out of work, yo. And got home and I just wanted to holler. So I forgot what the hell I was gonna close with. Burb.